Hey there, welcome to day 76 of playing chess every day until I reach 1500 Elo. Currently we're at 1227 after a win in our last game. Let's go ahead and hop into a 15-minute rapid game here. Okay, we're up against an 1174. We got white. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think we're gonna go for the anti-King's Indian setup again that I've done a couple times recently, which I think is like similar to the Jobava London, but I don't know. I haven't looked into the Jobava London, but I think it's the same move that they do. Knight c3. Okay, and bring our queen to d2. We would like to have a way to get rid of this bishop. Do I play this right away? Not sure if I play it right away. I think I castle first. Castling is a good move here. And then can I play e5? e5, take, no. Now I think if he plays e5 I can take, and then if he takes back we have a double attack on the queen. Okay, so instead he supports it with the knight. I can still take, knight takes, I can take back. If he takes, we take. So yeah, we're still looking good for that. I might go ahead and just push the h-pawn to start attacking. Unless, do I need to do anything else? No, let's just push the h-pawn. I think that's a good way to go against this setup, the King's Indian. Okay, interesting. I'll probably just push this though. And then what does that really do? He'll have to go back somewhere here. Let me double check if it's ever good for me to play e5. He has 2 covering e5. I have 2, so I'm able to play it. But after take, he can take here. And then we kind of lose our queen, which is going to help us in the attack. We trade it off. Should I just... No, I can't push this again because the knight's watching it. So maybe I should try to get rid of the knight now. And now he actually can't take the queen because the bishop is there, so I think it might be a good time to play e5 actually. Let's just try it. This is guarded. If he takes, we take. Knight needs to move. We have 2 attackers on the bishop. So the knight and the bishop are under attack now. Okay, we should be able to just win the bishop here. Because we have 2 attackers on it. And his knight is very passive as well. Let's just double check that there's nothing else that we want to do here. Here, I don't think so. I think this seems good to me. This will be attacked twice afterwards, but that's not a big deal, I think. Oh yeah, and I'll also be, once I take back with my rook here, I'll be threatening this. No, but if he takes with the bishop, no, then I trade, yeah. So I think I will be able to take the c7 pawn at the end, probably. And then we'll just try to trade down. So I would have wanted to typically like try to get the bishop here, see if we can get the bishop trade. Okay, he's actually retreating instead of taking. I thought he would just take it. Interesting. I could push here. If he takes, Then I take here, and then the queen, then we kind of have to get a trade. Oh no, because he can take with the knight. Never mind. If I could get rid of this knight, then I could just swing the queen in. Oh no, because he has 2 attackers there. So I can't do that. So we don't quite have anything. Can't take this. Can't quite take this. It's kind of a weird position. Maybe I'll just drop the queen back, or drop it to where it can defend this pawn, or put something else on the defense of that pawn. Oh wait, I could go here. Kind of like that, actually. No, but he still has 2 attackers there, so it's not quite good enough. I think I might just go here then. But then he takes, take. Maybe I'll just protect the pawn with the rook. That seems simple. Might as well hang on to it. And then try to develop the other pieces. Okay, so we have 2 defenders now. Yeah, I wanted to get that trade, but I mean his queen is very passive now. I mean most of his pieces are passive. The bishop is okay, this knight's okay, but everything else is very passive. This knight can't even come out. And then I'll just try to develop my pieces out. Probably will get the bishop here, try to trade this. I can still, since the queens are on the board, I can still try to go for like attacking ideas over here. Push this, try to open this up, drop the queen back, and then we have a mate threat here, if we can open this up successfully. So if I go here and he pushes, then we just take, and then we can push again. The bishop will have to go back to the corner, and then we're threatening this mate. Oh no, but the knight still guards it actually. But still, that would be pretty bad for him, I think. Okay, he's pushing his pawn. I think I'll go ahead and just push my pawn in a second, or do I want to try to attack this guy first? Because it is guarding this pawn. And this knight is guarding this pawn. If I push this, is this any good? Take there, he'll open up his rook. I can take here though. With this check. I don't know, it doesn't quite seem like it is good. Should I develop first? Let's just push the pawn first, because I think that's kind of an immediate threat. Let's just push it and see what we get. And then also if the bishop comes here, we have 2 attackers on this, 2 is 1 defender. Interesting. Well, I think I'm just going to take here and try to create this mate threat. I mean, is he creating any threat for me right now? He can attack this pawn, he can try to push here, but he's pretty far away from like forcing me to do anything on this side, I think. So I think I'm just going to take here. Okay, and then we drop here. I guess he could push this pawn, but then we could push this pawn to try to open it up further. Could push the pawn first. I also do have this check immediately right now if I want. check. Could block. Or he could go over. Yeah, I think I'll just drop the queen back and create the checkmate threat. Actually, it's not quite a mate threat because he would have this escape square. But then we push this. He comes here. I mean, it would look really bad for him if we were able to do that. Okay, let's just draw back. Oh, crap. I just gave up my bishop accent. Oh no, that was so dumb. I was not looking at this bishop at all. But I just hung it. Well, did I? Because if he takes and then I take, then he comes here. I'm not sure. I think he can still get away. But I was just like not paying attention to the bishop, so. Okay, so he does take. Now I'm going to take here. We're still going to be up +1. And then we'll have this check as well. So we might have some danger for him. Should I go here? No, I can't go there because the rook is looking. Okay, let's take. Okay, he goes over here. I was thinking he would come down, but I guess, yeah, the square works as well. The bishop is guarding. Go here. It's not quite threatening mate. Could go here. Oh, yeah. If I could get there safely without the rook taking it, then that is threatening mate. So maybe I go here to attack the rook, or I go here to attack the rook. Here. Here. I want to get the bishop here. I mean, I could just push the pawn, I guess. But he could push this pawn or something. Here. No, because then I have two attackers on it. Oh wait, I could go here and try to trade this rook off maybe. Take, take. Then I go here, threatening the mate. What can he do to respond to that? Can't go here. Okay, let's try that. Not sure. Not completely sure if it works. Let's just try. Seems like an idea. Okay. Now I could go here right away. No, I can't because never mind, because he could still take it. So let's take, then we're threatened to go here. I guess he could prevent it with something. Could he go there? No, because I can take. Oh wait, did I blunder a mate? If I just blundered mate, that's. If I go here, if I go over, then he comes in, and then that's mate. Because I can't block with this knight. But if I go here, then I think it's not. I had a decent attacking idea, but then I'm missing some all his attacking ideas. I didn't realize the bishop was under attack, and I didn't realize he had that check either. So this pawn is covered by my knight. This knight is covered. Can't go here. He doesn't have check here. He does have check here. But then I would probably use the bishop to block. Okay, he just takes there. Oh yeah, and that prevents my bishop from coming in, so. Oh yeah, I can also have taken this pawn before, probably. Should I go here? Because then I'm threatening, well, the knight's still here to guard. I'm almost threatening that. Here. I can go here with this knight. He's able to take. He's also able to just go check, I think, and win the knight if I do that with the fork. So, yeah, my king is in some trouble. I mean, I can't move. If he gives this check, then I have to block. Then he has multiple attackers on it. So I think I need to get my king safe. I shouldn't have let my king get in danger here. It's a bad idea. Maybe here, here. I don't know. I don't really get anything from that. Can I get this back involved? If check here, then I do have 2 defenders on this, but he has 3 attackers on it. One. So actually, yeah, my position looks pretty bad right now. Because his king is kind of safe. I can't attack him here. And my king is very vulnerable. So now I'm not sure what to do exactly here. If I go here and he gives this check, then I can block. No, then I can block with this. So maybe rook up is the way to go potentially. No, but then I hang the knight if I go rook up. So actually, yeah, I'm not sure if any of them work. Go here. That doesn't work. Okay, I think I need to just go queen back. And if he gives the check, then I block with this, and then I think he's able to win a pawn. Hopefully not more than that, but I think he's able to win stuff. I can also block here, but then it's pinned and he can push the pawn and win the knight. Okay, I'm just gonna go queen back. I think I'm really bad in these types of positions. I might be missing a better move here. Okay, he gives the check. I'm gonna block. So I think I mean his queen is still loose. It's still hanging though. But I think if take. No, but then actually if I take with the rook, I do have another defender for it. So maybe it's okay. I should have just never hung the bishop. That's what messed me up, because I was doing pretty solid, but then we were up a piece, but then we just blundered. And his bishop was really useful in protecting his position. I didn't see a way to attack it very effectively because the bishop was covering this square, and I didn't see a good way to get over to the light squares quite yet. I wanted the bishop over here to threaten it, but he had too many things. I think it was because I blundered the bishop and he was able to bring the rook down and then protect this square. If I had covered the bishop, the rook wouldn't have been able to come down, and then I would have at some point probably been able to get the bishop on this diagonal, and then we would have had a much better threat of a checkmate here. Okay, attacking this. What should I do here? I can't go here. I could go here to attack the queen again. Should I move the knight at all? Knight here, back. Really, I'm not sure what to play, because none of these knight moves, my knights feel really useless. They can't really do anything. I mean, Is he threatening anything here? Maybe I will just go knight here and just try to trade stuff. Try to get his knight to trade, come in here. He can't give a check here. Can't give a check here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna try this. I feel like I could be blundering stuff. Oh wait, but then I do cut off my defender of this. So then he could take with check. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So maybe the knight needs to go here. Just get it somewhere. Should I just go here? No, I can't go there right away. Never mind. Should I just go here right away? Where can the queen go? Can't go back here. Can't go here. He could go all the way back. Can't go here. He can't go here. He could go here. Then I would go back down again. Okay, I think I'm just going to develop the knight first. We still have our two defenders here. And I'm not sure what the queen... Oh wait, no, if I develop the knight here, then he... No, he can't give the check because the rook is still guarding. Okay, I'm just going to try this. Yeah, I'm struggling in this position here. Maybe I'll bring the king up to add another defender after. We're even material at the moment, but I'm definitely worse on the eval. Because my attack is completely fizzled out here. And his has not. If I could get rid of this knight, I could just do this and get the queens off the board and just play for the endgame. But the knight, this knight is kind of a big issue for me. But I don't see a good way to threaten it without... If I threaten it, I have to use my queen to threaten it. Okay, the other knight's coming in. I still don't have any other knight moved. Maybe I need to push this pawn and then prepare to go here. This knight still can't do anything. Could also drop this knight back to add another defender here. This is maybe able to go here. Okay, I think I'll drop the knight back to add another defender because then it maybe allows my queen to move. I could also go here and attack his knight right away, but then he'll just take, and then take. So that doesn't work. I'm getting low on time because since I use so much time in these kind of positions. So yeah, I don't know if I should just do this. No, I don't want the knight to be able to come into here. Maybe I'll just bring this up. The king up, or the knight back. Okay, I'm just going to go with knight back. Add another defender on the bishop. Then maybe I'll push the pawn and try to bring the rook here. Okay, I'm just going to do that. This is guarded, this is still guarded. This pawn's under threat. It's threatening a mate here, actually. So maybe I have to go... Maybe no, I can't go here. Yeah, nothing. Nothing looks good. I can go here, and then he moved the knight that was annoying, and I can't take it because of the pin here. Okay, maybe I go here. He's able to take with check after that, though. Should I have just moved the king over? I don't think, because then if I take, I think he could win the knight after if I move the king. Okay, I think I'm just going to do that. No, but then if he pushes the pawn, then the knight has to move again. I think I have to go knight back to here to just block the queen. Which knight, though? Yeah, I think this knight. If he takes with check, I could go over. He might take here. Yeah, I think if he takes with check, I probably will go over because I don't want to remain in this pin by the rook here. Probably go over. We're even material right now. I mean, he'll win a pawn if he goes here, but if I could just get material off the board, just trade the queens and stuff, I would still feel a lot better, even down a pawn. Just trying to play it for the in-game. But I should have been looking for the initial check where he came down here before my king was very safe. I should have been looking for that. Let me go back a bit. Yeah, it was just this. Yeah, I didn't look at this at all. I was so focused on my attack and trying to figure out a way to get my pieces to attack him, but I wasn't really looking at potential attacks for him. And I probably defended this wrong. I mean, if I went here, he had mate, so actually it was really tricky. It forced me to come out. And then I'm on the open file with his rook, and yeah, it just got nasty very quickly after this one check. So I probably should have just simply brought the rook up earlier, just to prevent the check. Maybe that would have been all I needed to do. He's still waiting. Yeah, he's still taking his time. I think he's probably going to take here with check. I'll probably go over. These are protecting each other. I won't be in the pin anymore. Maybe I could go here and try to attack him as well, but I think I need to get my queen over to protect, because if I go here, if he has any checks or anything, and he can push the pawn, and then I don't really know if there's much for me to do. His king is just like, it's actually pretty safe. The knight is guarding anything here, the bishop's guarding anything here, and the rook kind of protects anything on this side. So I definitely need to go through this carefully in the game review, figure out what I should have done. I mean, I think some of it was pretty obvious, like blundering the bishop and then missing this check. But there might have been some other stuff that I could have done to follow up my attack. Okay, I think this gets me what I wanted, because I'm able to maybe get rid of the queens here, because this pressure from his queen is really brutal. So I think I'm going to just go with this. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think if I just go here, he still at the end can take the pawn. This knight isn't guarded though, so the moment I move, if I move here, the pawn is protected and I'm threatening the knight, but I think I just want to get rid of the queens first. So let's just do that. The queen is too scary over here. Okay. If I go here, he is able to win a pawn now, so I think I need to go up to have a defender here. Okay. I can't go here. I guess I'll go back. So the knight is under threat again now. It's not protected. And I'm no longer in the pin. This pin was super annoying as well. I mean, he could hop here. He can hop here. No, because I can take... Can't hop there or there. So this knight is pretty useless right now, actually. Which is good, at least. Also, if I push this pawn... Maybe I could, if this knight moves and then I push this pawn, maybe I could take here, and then we're threatening to win the knight. I mean, I think he'll just hop back to here. All right, he does go to that square. But I can go here and attack him again. Is he threatening anything? Pawn here. He doesn't have... Actually, he's almost trapped, but I think he's not because of this square. But if I move here first, attack the pawn, and then go up, then I think he could be trapped. No, because then this bishop will be pinned again. And we're super low on time. Okay, let's just go here. Just attack something for now. Attack this. Maybe I could go here. No. Here he hops away. I can't go up. Yeah, he's gonna be able to just keep hopping away. Okay, he guards that. Let's just bring the rook up. Or maybe I could push the pawn and double attack. Okay, let's just go for that. Just play something. We're not in the pin. And he can take here, then I'll take here with the fork actually. And this knight is Yeah, it's like almost trapped here. I mean, it can't move to any squares, and once I go here, how does he guard against that, actually? I'm not sure what what he should do there. It's hard for him to get a second defender. I don't know if he can. The knight can't go here because the pawn, so I think he should take the pawn. But then once he does that, okay, he blocks like that. Okay, I guess that works, maybe. Take. There. I have to play something quickly. Here. Here. No. Okay, let's just... Wait, I do have check here. Check. He has to go back. Okay, let's try that. Or he could block, actually. Okay, I don't think I have any tactics. Can't go here. Okay, let's just play here just to support the pawn. This knight is still cut off. Actually, if I go here, is it trapped fully? It is fully trapped, right? So I think I could win it. Because it can't go here, it can't go here. Okay, so we're threatening this. Attacking that. If I go here. Okay, I think I need to defend it. Don't know if I have a way to. Let's just defend with the rook for now. Because if I go here, he's able to escape. Let's try to get more defenders, maybe. Let's go here. I don't know if this is helping, but I'm just trying to see if I can reroute my knight to defend this pawn and then move the rook over. Okay, let's just go here. It's on a dark square, so I can't defend it with my bishop. Oh wait, actually no, I can go here because the bishop, the knight was pinned to the bishop, so actually I could have gone there, I think. Okay, let's go here now. I think I'm winning the knight, maybe. No, because he can escape here now. Never mind. I'm just trying to play quickly, though. He has check there, but... just gonna go here with the knight. Because this knight's not doing anything. And his bishop is pretty strong. And I want to get this bishop here to double attack the knight. But I can't because this knight is the defender of the pawn. I think I need to activate my king. I think I would like to push this pawn to be able to drop the bishop back, maybe. Should I trade this? No, I think if I trade that, it fixes his pawns here. Okay, if he goes here, take. take. Okay, I'm just gonna push the pawn. Here. Okay, let's just push again. My knights are so bad though, because like now his bishop is kind of trapped and I would like to try to get rid of it, but my knights just like they never have any good squares to go right now. So I might go up here. No, let me go down, break the pin. Threatening to take this. Okay. Go here, we're threatening this. He's able to guard it. Let's... How can I reroute my knight? Here. There's no good way to reroute it. Okay, I should just bring my rook to the center. I mean, I guess I can walk up this way, but then he's gonna start checking me. Maybe that's fine actually, because I could walk over to this. Okay, I'm just gonna take that. And then let's take here, take, trade everything. Do I have any tactic here? Threaten that. He takes. Okay, no, let's just start taking stuff. I don't have much time to think. He's able to win our pawn here, but we're gonna get another one. And then we'll have this good pass pawn. Should I try to hold on to my bishop? Oh, he's protecting it. Okay. Might go here. No, let's just protect ours. I'm just gonna go here. Or maybe I should have... Wait, he's almost could be trapping his knight again. Okay, the knight is frozen now. I don't think I can win it yet, though. I could go here. Ooh, I kind of like that. But then if I go here, I'm threatening the rook, and then if I move, it's discovered attack on the knight. But the knight will be able to hop away once I move. So I'm not sure how that'll work. I want to go here also and threaten this because this pawn's weak. Also, we're double attacking this, actually. Which is kind of a nice threat. Okay, let's just take that with check. And I might just bring the rook back to this square to keep the knight trapped. Or actually, no, maybe I should have done that first. Oh, I should have done that first. Because I did have the... Oh, crap. That was such a good tactic. The fork there. Okay. Just gonna take. We have his knight in prison over here. He just gave up his rook. Wow, I was blundering so much earlier, but now he's blundering. And the knight's still trapped. Okay, he resigns. Okay, that was such a bad game, really. I played really poorly. I bet my accuracy is going to be really low. Um, but I guess he was feeling some pressure too, and he started blundering right there at the end. This trapping the knight, as soon as he did that, I got pretty hopeful because like it's basically like he doesn't have a knight once he gets trapped in the corner like that. And we're up to a new high again, even though I don't know if I really deserved it from that game. I was not playing very well. But we're up to 1234. So we've had a couple wins in a row now. Let's check the game review. Oh man, 66.4. This graph is so bad. If you look at the graph, this is so, the amount of spikes back and forth and back and forth. This is the worst accuracy and game rating I've had in a rapid game in a long time, I think. 3 blunders, 900 elo. He had 550. He had a 55.3% accuracy. And he had 10 misses. I don't know if I've ever seen 10 misses in one game, and I had 4. So there were 14 misses and 4 blunders. Yeah. Okay, well let's look at the moves. That was definitely not one of my better games. I felt like I was playing pretty well at the start. I mean, I knew these moves, like I know this setup against the King's Indian. Okay, so this was pretty good, pushing the H pawn. I preferred pushing the F pawn first to support this. That was a weird move. Okay, this was a mistake. It did want me to go ahead and put the bishop here right away. You allowed the opponent to eventually win a pawn. Why did he win a pawn? Oh, if he goes here? Hold on, let's see. Here. Why would I go back? Wouldn't I just go here? To try to get the trade? Oh no, because then if he trades, let's see what it says. Here. Push. It wants me to push. Knight moves. I don't see how he's winning a pawn though. Let me just click show follow-up. That didn't show him winning a pawn. Show follow-up? Did that not work? Okay, here we go. Still says I have a plus 0.77 advantage though. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But then this was a blunder for him because we won the bishop. So at this point, it was looking pretty good. I really want him to just trade and keep it simple. This queen ended up being so deadly later on because I just was missing the checks. It did not like this very much. It wanted me to just push the pawn first. So we're just giving up this and pushing the pawn. Because if I push, if he does like take here, take, then I am able to take here. Oh, then he takes here. That does mess up my pawns. But I'm still up the +3. It says I actually have a 5.45 advantage, so it's even more than what my material says. Here. It doesn't want him to take either way here. What if he takes like that? Then I have this check. Okay. Alright, so the H-pawn attack is still super effective, that idea, so that is like the main focus to go for. Then I did play it here. It says that was best. Take. This was inaccurate. So I felt like we're creating a really good threat, but after the rook, after I blundered the bishop, oh yeah, that's why. That was the issue. Is I came here just trying to create this attack and just completely blundered my bishop. I think that's the first time I've just completely blundered a piece like that in like, I want to say like a couple days or a week at least. Haven't been blundering that much, like just hanging a piece completely like that. But I did right there. And then this was my blunder. Because he can win a pawn, but that completely changed the eval. It went from plus 5.3 to minus 1.73 from this. Because this was defending the check here. So after we traded this, I was just trying to trade it because I wanted my bishop here, but it was his turn to move, so then he had the check. So I was just getting tunnel vision on this idea because I'm trying to force it to work and not paying attention to his threats, which he obviously found right away. For a second, I thought it was going to be mate because I thought if I go over, then he just can play this. But because I can come out, it wasn't mate. But coming out was super dangerous, so. But I had to play it, obviously. Okay. Alright, that was great. At least we... Although I think that was the only move we could even play. No, we could have played the knight here, but then he would just win it. Okay, that was best. I'm surprised that I was even finding the right moves there. This was a mistake. This gave him a -7, 3.73 advantage. I should have played over. I thought if I just played king over, and then he took... Oh no, I guess the knights are still defending each other. For a moment I thought that my bishop was what was defending this knight, so I thought I might lose it, but that's not true because the knights both defend each other. So I guess I was fine to play over here, and then it's not that bad, it's -1.5 about. But I played the wrong move. Got pretty bad here. That was a miss. This was a weird move. I didn't understand why he was doing this. It opened up the possibility of checks, of trading the queens off, and the knight is just not doing a whole lot on the edge of the board. It ended up trapped here for like the rest of the game. So he should have just taken the pawn immediately, and now we're back to even after that. Wait, this was a blunder? It's a blunder just because it cost me a pawn? I considered coming over here to protect the pawn, but I was more desperate to just get the queens off the board because I was scared of potential threats from the queen, especially with the knight over here. Like, but I'm surprised actually it says that's a blunder, but I guess I was able to move here and there was no threat from the queen, but I wasn't sure. I was just trying to play it safe. Alright, this was a mistake by him. He wanted me to push this immediately. And it wanted him to come back to here. Yeah, this is a good square because then he's pressuring this pawn. So he like played some decent moves around this time, but then he, from here on out, I think it started going downhill for him, even though he was winning by a lot before. He wants him to take my knight. Said that was a miss. So this was one of my misses because it wants activating the bishop like this. He is able to just take the pawn though, right? Oh, but then I take his pawn, never mind. So that probably makes sense. It says he missed the chance to capitalize on my mistake. If he takes here, I take. Then what does he play? Okay, there's not like an immediate tactic, but I guess it just likes that position for some reason. Okay, so it was great when we finally pushed the pawn here. The check was a mistake. Oh, I should have given the check with the pawn. But it's just... the pawn's just hanging. What happens if he takes it? Is there... there's this check. Oh no, I could take like this. If he takes. And then I activate my rook, take the pawn back, put him in check. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Not something I was looking at all. Then we try to get rid of this bishop. So we're pretty even around here. Like, regardless of these moves, both of us were still making a lot of mistakes and inaccuracies. Here it wanted me to come up to defend it like that. I realized though, I thought if I do go here and he goes here, I could just take the bishop. He takes here, I take here. So I thought this could actually work. Was I mistaken? No, it says excellent, so this was good. He takes here. King comes over. Oh, because when he moves this knight, it's with check, actually. But if I just... oh, never mind, I can't take this because it's guarded by the knight. Alright, I think I'm kind of blind today. I'm pretty blind to a lot of different threats. I thought that the bishop was hanging. I wasn't noticing that the knight's guarding it. I got really lucky that he started messing up at the end, actually. Because I was making so many mistakes. Okay, this was a miss. Oh my god, everything is a miss. That's a miss. I kind of regretted this after I played it because it was pinned, so I should have just moved over. it just felt like this knight was kind of doing nothing back here, so I wanted to move it somewhere. But it's no use if it's just pinned. Then it's even worse than when it was here. So I should have just gone over. I kind of realized that right after playing it. Okay, that was another miss. It wanted him to come into here. What would we have done then? Wait, can I just take if he came into here? Take. He takes with the rook. Then I guess he's double attacking this. Yeah. Now his rook's super active. He still has this in a pin. Okay. This was a mistake. It still wants me to get out of the pin by moving the king over. That was a miss. That was a blunder. Oh my god. He could have taken here. Wait, I thought if he took here that it was okay. Because I take here, he takes here. Oh, and I can't take back because of the pin. But I still have the rook. Go here. But then he wins the piece. Oh yeah, so then I end up being down a whole piece. Yeah, I was thinking that like this worked, but I was kind of forgetting that this was still in the pin. I saw he comes here, and then he takes here, and then in my mind I thought, okay, I'll tick back with this knight. But no, it's still in the pin, so. A little bit of a rough day for my calculation abilities here. Okay, that was another miss. It still wants him to take this pawn. And then yeah, he just completely fell apart here and just started playing all the wrong moves. Another miss. That was best. That was a mistake. That was such a weird move. I think he was just trying to flag me. He saw my time's low and he has 2 minutes and I have 20 seconds. And he's just trying to play random threatening moves like this. But it just was not. I mean, I had enough time to figure out what was going on. Wait, couldn't I have played here? I thought I had this fork. Oh no, because I think he has check to get out of it. So maybe not. I realized it right after I played it that I thought I had it, but no, it doesn't work because check. I mean, I still get to take the pawn after, but... So it actually was best to come back and just fully imprison this knight. And now my advantage is 4.1 because of this position. Because the knight can't do anything. And I'm up a pawn. Now I'm up another pawn. And then he just blunders the rook while trying to guard the knight, I guess. Yeah, that was such a weird game. I somehow got out with a win. We're up to a new high, 1234. Hopefully I can play a little bit better tomorrow. This was one of my worst accuracies, I think, in a while in a rapid game. But yeah, it was an interesting game. It was kind of comical almost with the amount of misses and blunders that we had. And this has been day 76. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on day 77.